So getting ready to take all of this timber that we've cut out of the orchard here, and I'm actually gonna make a shooting range berm right here. So we're gonna use one of the lanes down the center of the orchard, angles to the back of our property. But I'm gonna build a dirt berm here. I'm gonna use all of these logs as the initial kind of structure and frame. I'm just gonna shoot pistol back here, suppress mostly. So it should work out pretty well. But anyways, I'm gonna use what I have on the property mostly, try not to spend any money to build it. And we should have, I mean, if I wanted, probably 75 yards. But at the start of the orchard, I know it's like, I think 50 or 60 feet. So, and then we can scoot back further if we need to. But anyway, here we go, let's get it done. So what I did is I've cut all of the large sections that I have into 8-foot sections. Some smaller, so I'll have to piecemeal some of the layers. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically build a pyramid out of the logs, and that will make up kind of the base of the structure. I'll get it as high as I can, and then I will pack dirt, Georgia red clay, debris, etc. on top of that for the berm. Now, just in case anyone's wondering, there's nothing back this way. I own 2 acres back. Behind me is 16 acres of conservation land, but you almost want to build this pretending like there's a whole city back there. So I'm going to do it as safe as possible. Again, I'll be shooting pistol on here only, close range. So for the size that I need, I think I'll be able to do this and be extremely safe. If I feel like it's not going to be safe, I won't shoot on it, but I think we should be good. So I just measured from edge of the orchard here, where I have some new side growing, to the berm is going to be about 35 yards, a little more than that. And then total line of sight, if I go all the way to that corner there, I'm at about 175 feet. So good little range, but again, mostly pistol shooting. It's gonna be almost entirely within the orchard area. So 10 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards. So this is gonna be perfect, I think, for a nice little homemade pistol range. All right, so for those of you thinking this isn't gonna last very long, you're right. I mean, this will decompose fairly quick, but what I'm doing is just trying to be resourceful. Plenty of pines on the property, so over time I'll just continue to build this berm up. So this will really be kind of a starting point for it. But what I'm doing now is taking some leftover dead sod that I had and filling in the gaps. So it'll make this a little more dense. It'll also help prevent these from rolling quite as much. So once I run out of sod, I'll stack the layers and start filling with the good old Georgia red clay from a pile that I have. All right, so my base layer is, I think, just about done. I may add a 12th log or a 12th layer. There's 11 down now, so you can just kind of see what I've done. I'm gonna run this dirt through the cracks a little bit better, just to keep them sturdy. And then after this, it's just cut and stack. So I got logs everywhere, even up in the front yard. So we'll see what all we need. I'm sure I'll use all of this because they get a little bit smaller. I put the bigger ones at the base here. And you'll kind of see the thickest one's probably maybe 9 inches, maybe 10, but I think 9. So we'll finish stacking this up, and we're just gonna do the same process for each layer. Log and then pack the cracks. I may run some rebar spikes on the front and back, just for like maybe a couple rains, a few weeks before I even shoot on it, just to let everything settle, just to further prevent the possibility of any roll once the additional weight gets on top. So here we go.